These questions are often seen as tricky by students, so let's try to take a general approach to it. First things first, when we answer a question like this, we often want to try to take different paths from one point to the same point, kind of like roads on a map. What's a different way that we can get to a place we're going? Well, we see here that AB and BC and CD all equal each other. They're all the same length and they all head in the same direction. So we're going to refer to all of these vectors as the vector u. And similarly, along the bottom of our shape, we're going to label all of those vectors as v. These are all the same magnitude and they're all going in the same direction. And now we're trying to prove, first of all, that BF plus CG equals AE plus DH. Well, let's look at BF plus CG, BF plus CG, and let's see if we can take a different path from B to F than just a direct route. Well, one thing we can do to go from B to F is to say go from B to A, and then from A to E, and then from E to F. So BF definitely equals BA plus AE plus EF, kind of like taking the scenic route, driving from one place to another. Well, this is backwards along U, so that's a negative U plus AE plus positive V. So BF is negative U plus AE plus positive V. Now we're adding CG to that, but to add CG, we're going to take a different route. C to D, D to H, and H to G. In other words, positive U, positive DH, negative V. Well, we see that when we collect up our terms here, we have a negative U and a positive U that cancel out, and a positive V and a negative V that cancel out. So really, BF plus CG is simply AE plus DH. Now you might say, well, how does someone know exactly what to do? And the answer is, often you don't at first. You just have to try a few different things, and experience eventually leads you to more often than not pick the correct way to do it on first choice. So our next one is BG plus CF, and we need to show that that equals AE plus DH. Well, BG plus CF looks like two vectors at first that we might not be able to add. Well, let's see here. To go from B to G, we could choose to go BA, AE, AF, FG. So that would be negative U, positive AE, positive 2V. And to go from C to F would be a positive U, positive DH, negative 2V. And if we now take our opportunity to collect up our terms, we see that we have a negative U and a positive U, and a positive 2V and a negative 2V. And adding those up, we clearly get AE plus DH, and we've proven what we were trying to. And finally, we want to show that AH plus DE is equal to AE plus DH. Well, you might have feel like you have the hang of it now, and let's try. AH is AE plus 3V, and DE is DH minus 3V. So AH is AE plus 3V, and DE is DH minus 3V. And when we add those together, we see that we can cross out this positive 3V and negative 3V, and we're left with simply AE plus DH.